Good morning, lecturer and classmate. My name is Huang Junwei, and today I will present my case study on the Enron scandal, a case study on corporate corruption, abuse of power, and integrity failure. I chose this case because Enron is one of the most famous corporate scandals in history. It demonstrates how a lack of integrity with corporate governance and unethical leadership can destroy a successful company. During this presentation, I will explain what happened, what officers were convicted, and the impact of the scandal and the lessons we can learn from it. Next slide 2. Case background. First, let me introduce the background of the case. Enron was established in 1985 and was one of the largest agency companies in the United States. During the 1990s, the company expanded rapidly and became well known for its innovative business model. However, behind its success, Enron used aggressive accounting methods, especially mark-to-market accounting, to record established future profits as current income. The company also created many special purpose entities of SPES to hide debt and financial losses. These practices made Enron appear much more profitable and financially stable than it actually was. Next slide 3. Key timeline. This slide shows the key events in the Enron scandal. In 1985, Enron was established. During the 1990s, it expanded rapidly and became one of the most admired companies in America. In October 2001, Enron announced huge financial losses, and the SEC began investigating the company. Until December 2001, Enron filed for bankruptcy, which became one of the largest corporate failures in U.S. history. Finally, in 2002, the U.S. government introduced the Sarbanes-Oxley Act, also known as SOX, to improve corporate governance and strengthen financial reporting. Slide 4. Financial fraud. The first major offense was financial statement fraud. Enron used mark-to-market accounting to recognize estimated future profits immediately, even though the profits has not actually been earned. The company also used special purpose entities to move debt off its financial statement and hide poor performing assets. As a result, investors and regulators received misleading financial information and believed the company was performing much better than it really was. Slide 5. Abuse of power. Another important issue was the abuse of power by senior executives. Top managers made decisions that benefited themselves instead of protecting the interests of employees and shareholders. There were also serious conflicts of interest. For example, Chief Financial Officer Andrew Fastener managed partnerships that conduct business with Enron while also serving as the company's CFO. At the same time, executives continued give positive information to investors, even though they already knew the company's financial situation was become worse. Arthur Andersen, Enron's external editor, also failed to maintain professional independence, which allowed many problems to continue without proper challenge. About slide 6. Impact. The Enron scandal had serious consequences for many different groups. First, thousands of employees lost their jobs, retirement savings after the company collapsed. Second, investors and banks suffered billions of dollars in financial losses because they trusted incorrect financial reports. Third, Arthur Andersen's reputation was destroyed, and the firm eventually stopped additional public compliance. Finally, the scandal reduced public confidence in financial reporting and corporate governance, leading to major legal reforms in the United States. Slide 7. Lessons learned. There are several important lessons we can learn from the Enron scandal. First, integrity must always before profit. Compliance should never sacrifice ethics for short-term financial success. Second, organizations need to stop corporate governance and independent boards to monitor management effectively. Third, editors must remain independent and provide objective opinions instead of protecting their silence. Finally, compliance should encourage transparency and support whistleblowing so that problems can be reported before they become major scandals. These lessons remain relevant for business today. Slide 8. Why Enron still matters. Although the Enron scandal happened more than 20 years ago, it is still studied in universities and business schools around the world. This is because the case teaches us that even large and successful companies can fail if integrity is ignored. It also reminds future business professionals that ethical leadership, transparency, and accountability are essential for sustainable business success. These principles are not only important for preventing corruption, but also for building long-term trust with employees, investors, and society. And thus, about conclusion. In conclusion, the Enron scandal was not only a financial failure, but also a failure of integrity and corporate governance. The company's executive abused their authority, manipulated financial information, and misled stakeholders for personal and corporate gain. This case reminds us that honesty, accountability, and ethical leadership are the foundation of every success organization. Thank you very much for your attention. I'm happy to answer any question.